Oh, no, you can't.
What looks like Story Hour is actually a small part of a huge commitment by Norfolk's Trinity Presbyterian Church to make a difference in the lives of people who call Young Terrace home. As Pastor Jack Howell explains, the church's involvement started about 7 years ago.
You know, when a largely white church comes into a community like this, it takes a long time to begin to build credibility in the community and trust, particularly with one's children. So what we've found is you just keep showing up. They need a push or a pull to start them turning. I think we need some help. Pull! Don't look at me.
Trinity Presbyterian started the Homework Club about 3 years ago and recently started an urban garden. Meanwhile, Eastern Virginia Medical School is working to bring consistent primary care to those in Young Terrace who need it but otherwise would not receive it. Pastor Howell calls the partnerships a win-win for all involved.
My secret weapon are these kids, because once I can get my adults, my very busy working people to connect with a child and this child's story, then they're in. Then they realize that the story extends far more than literacy or math or being age ready for grade instruction. It extends to a whole system of needs that they're fighting and combating through no fault of their own.
Our local United Way works tirelessly through programs like GiftLink and Volunteers Serve to connect those who want to help with people who need it.
We can't do it without the community. We have some great research that came out of Boston College that showed that the factors that impact educational attainment for children, especially children in poverty, only 33% of that rests in the hands of schools. 67% of the factors that impact the ability of a child to succeed in education rest in with the community. Everything else, how healthy that child is, their access to mental health services, before school, after school, tutors, mentors, summer programs, all those services, how hungry a child is, impact their ability to succeed as a student.
One such connection came when GiftLink connected Checkered Flag with Norfolk's P.B. Young Elementary.
The principal said, I don't have enough bookshelves for my books. Well, one of our local businesses, and this is Checkered Flag, said, what can we do to help? We said, we've got to fix this library up so it's better for kids. All the books are on shelves. And Checkered Flag said, okay, we're in. That happens when you click on Give Serve. If you've got something to donate, we can use it.
It doesn't seem to matter what side of the water you happen to travel, you'll find organizations and volunteers working diligently to do something about the dropout crisis. Youth Achieving Change Together, or Youth Act, is a prime example.
Just to make sure everyone's on the same page.
Youth Act teens are trained as leaders, and once that training is complete, they're allowed to teach their peers. These young mentors say before you can tackle a problem effectively, you've got to understand the issue.
Is everyone here aware of what it's about? That a high school student drops out of school every 26 seconds.
16-year-old Jackie Keener shared her thoughts on the dropout crisis.
And it's a little challenging because you can't hit every single issue. You have to figure out what are the issues that mostly affect the kids in your community, which ones you can actually do something about, and how you're going to do it.
17-year-old Sheena Bynum agrees.
I think it could be stopped. It just takes a little more effort than people just getting the issue out there and just saying, well, we should do this, we should do that, and actually getting down and getting dirty and doing something about it.
Director of Youth Civic Engagement Allison Grawl says this year about 100 Youth Act leaders from across the city of Hampton will serve the community using the peer-to-peer method. One of 3 programs they implemented last year is called Relate.
Well, Relate is a during the school program, and it's a relationship program that teaches kids about dating violence and how to have healthy relationships. So the young people themselves went in and taught that during the school day, and they taught that to 9th grade health classes. And that's where we got a lot of our members, because they loved it and they wanted to join Youth Act.
Youth Act leaders also studied Howard Gardner's 8 intelligences. Through their Thrive program, they showed their peers that people learn differently, how to identify their gifts, and what careers are connected with certain gifts.
So I think for a lot of these kids, it gave them hope. Like, wow, I may not be good in math, but you know what, I'm music smart or I'm nature smart. And so by learning how they were intelligent in the world, it kind of gave them some options. Wow, maybe I could go be a conductor.
Youth Act understands that attacking a problem early on is another important ingredient to a person's success. So they also spent time with elementary school children through a 10-week program called KICK, where they ask K through 5th graders to identify problems in their communities and ways they can be solved. The teens say the younger kids jumped right in.
It wasn't that we just got the program and did everything for them. They actually learned from it, and we learned too to help improve their school and their community, so that it won't just stop there. It will continue on, and they would do it with their friends and other things.
And for these young leaders, that's what it's all about, leaving the lives of those they come in contact with in a better place.
I think it's important that students always have someone to turn to emotionally, with their education. I mean, everything. You cannot do this on your own.
The dropout crisis is indeed a regional problem, and one that will require a great deal of volunteerism and commitment to turn around. If you're interested in doing your part, contact the United Way and find out how GiftLink and VolunteerServe can connect you with the people and communities that could use your help. For more information, go to our website at americangraduate.whro.org. For American Graduate, let's make it happen. I'm Lisa Godley.